Hey everyone. So, this is what they see in their dreams now that I have spoken. We have here Mars in reverse, and we also have Black Moon, Lilith, and Aries. Lead your life. Okay, so let's dive in. This Mars energy here, this male energy is like, it's flipped over. So it's also giving me female energy, giving me feminine energy. That's coming from Mars. It's that secret energy, that raw passion, that red that's coming from this person, not represented by the person or the symbol, but also because in Mars, this Mars energy, you also have a feminine energy. And the masculine is being represented here. The feminine is the planet itself, you know? In this case. And when lead your life is in reverse, it's also making me look at how these clouds here and these two people together, they're surrounded by all of this darkness and then this fire. Like, his toes are so close to the fire, they're about to be burnt. His toes here are also by the planet that's also hot, fiery. What I'm getting here is, excuse me, confirmation. Oh, what I'm getting here is an energy that is so, excuse me, so dominant that the warning is heard. Dark Divine Mother of Creation. The Dark Divine Mother, dark divine, not only black, not only skin, look. She's got a snake there. 2 owls. Do not fucking play. Wisdom, foresight, the ability to bite. Je boosheid is je verdriet. That's coming through. Because we're talking about flames, we're talking about Mars energy. We're talking about, passion. Look at this tree. Look at the color, but look at the sky around. It's love. It's love. Things are done with love here. And it will not be ignored. It will not be foreshadowed by whatever this idea is. Flames to a certain type of love will not be burnt, my dear. In fact, a new house will be built where this planet, it births a tree of this amazing passion. It is a tree. It is able to maybe produce flowers, maybe produce fruit. And if not, the leaves are there. They're gorgeous. They represent so much. It represents how all of this energy has transmuted through wisdom, through being a snake, through knowing what a snake means to be, or what it means to be a snake, and also what it means to not, what it means to know what a snake is, know how a snake acts, and still have it around your neck, have it be there with you. Have it be something that you love. Because this is by the throat. Throat chakra. I'm seeing a lion in the background just lying under the tree. Leo energy. Also, look at how it's the lion and the owl here. And how up here there's an orb. Now listen. Do not yeah, and then it was gone. Because it was a thought that doesn't even need to be given the energy right now. Now that the energy has been said, we have Black Moon and Taurus, you are worthy. It's amazing. And then we also have Black Moon and Lilith Sagittarius, free yourself. In reverse. You see how they're pointing an arrow here towards these people or this person? This card? You are worthy? Know your worth, right? You are worthy. Look at this love. Love me like that. Allow my words to create chills in your face. As if my words were their own ghostly grace. Allow my love to caress you, to give you the ecstasy you seek. For it is also something that comes from you to me. Something that is born between two people. Set yourself free is in reverse here. Because one didn't understand that by setting themselves free, they also needed to understand their own worth. But also to realize that they couldn't set themselves free because they also needed to see the worth in the other person, in other people. That's what I'm getting. Because there was an idea of wanting to set oneself free. But that thought is just directing to the fact of, but you are worthy. But you are free. But you are lovely. But you are who you are. But you are worthy. But you are worthy. But you are worthy. What else did they see in their dreams? Wow. Did you see that? We have the Queen Jezebel coming out with Venus, love and abundance. Magnetic royal witch and love and abundance. This is who I come out as in these people's dreams. Yes, they see me now for who I am. But you also see that whatever was trying to go on, whatever was trying to be misshapen, misconceited, this is the truth. And when I say Queen Jezebel, yeah, I have my moments. I've had my moments of feeling like I'm free. So have you, my darling. You've also wanted to be free. And in doing so, you also found that love and abundance Look. And she's holding Mars. She's holding Mars. When I said that this symbol goes down. Because she's holding it. Venus is holding this. And she stands there glorious in her body. Glorious in all that she is. Holding Mars, holding this love and this passion and this energy. Because she is this. She has embodied this. She is not scared. She's not scared to show herself, yes, and look, Jezebel energy in Venus. Jezebel, what does Jezebel mean? Dressing like this? Dressing like the woman who stands for, who is a god? Dressed like this, a woman who stands for love and abundance? Open your eyes. There are so many different shades of color, my bro. And just because you got used to seeing some, doesn't mean that all of them are the same. Fogo. And you see, did you hear what I said? I said fogo. I said fire. And that fire energy is like, yeah, because the... And here we have Adama, mother of earth in reverse. Then we have Uranus, spark of genius and ascension in reverse. Then we have the Black Madonna, the sacred dark goddess mother in reverse. They're realizing that after a time of talking about this Mother of Earth, this connection, look at the way that these two circles are pretty much the same. The tree, the person. What this person was talking about all this time. What you couldn't see. This spark of genius and ascension that you misconceive and see it as something else because you believe that this is not the same. That seeing this image here and what it confirms or what it brings to you, and this one here, that they're not the same. Are you sure about that? Uranus, Earth, both blue. After a time of thinking that somebody wanted to have, I don't know, a child just because the child was no se okay, or that it was gonna, that's some bullshit. I can only laugh the fact that somebody thought that. I'm not gonna lie though, at some point I was also doubting. I was doubting if somebody also was doing that to me. Saturn, age, reality, and discipline. Again, also seeing someone for their age, for how they see reality, and their discipline. Just because it's also not in certain areas of your life that you're also dealing with does not mean that the discipline is not there. There are so many different layers to it. I can literally sit here even just eating my food. Just because I have discipline to want to eat at least one plate of food, for example, every day. Sometimes I struggle, sometimes I'm okay. And because sometimes I need to take an hour, or because sometimes I can't finish the plate, do you think that my discipline is less? And then you're going to start to say, yeah, but it's because certain actions that you took brought you to this place. Yes. Does that mean that the discipline was not there? Just because a shift needed to occur. Just because a whole change of mindset had to be put into place, understood. Period. The moon. Intuition and emotional healing. People are recognizing the work. People are recognizing the fact that yes, you do have intuition, that it is something that you have been talking about. It's nothing new. It's nothing that just blossomed out of thin air. It was talked about. She reminds me of Venus. She holds this baby in her belly. She is also guided by her ancestors. I'm getting, if somebody doesn't want to open their eyes to the situation, to the love, to the wanting to grow together, that's okay, babes. There's like an overwhelming, it's not even overwhelming, it's peaceful. There's like an inner knowing of, I am safe. Despite I carry something in my belly that could be, that is a bit fragile for several months, a few months. But I still am in my sexy, beautiful nature, that I feel alive, that I feel like myself. I don't feel like I'm being held back. Then we have here Black Moon, Lilith in Libra. You deserve balance. And this is your soul's purpose. To be the sun that you need to be, and also a specific person's life, and let them be your sun. I'm also getting that some people are also recognizing that. 2, 2. Look at the halos. The bold man here. You deserve balance, number 7. Yeah, man. It's also a realization of, I also had someone so beautiful, and I want to show them that I appreciate that I love that about them. But that also she's able to feel love, balance in that. You see, he's also got the way skills here with the heart and the feather. Yeah, I'm also seeing Omega. Is that what it's called? Omega? 344 currently. Yeah. I knew that. The Omega symbol with the line underneath symbolizes completion, ultimate limits, and in scientific context, electrical resistance, distinguishing it from other uses of Omega. It is the 24th and last letter of the Greek alphabet, historically signifying the end, ultimate limit, or culmination of a process. When a line is added underneath, it emphasizes distinction and clarity, particularly in technical or symbolic contexts. Metaphysically, this variant conveys spiritual balance, cosmic harmony, and transformation, reflecting completion and wholeness, resilience and adaptability. It's the resilience and the adaptability and the death of a certain perception of somebody into something that you also in yourself know to be true, that you understand without a doubt and without things clouding your mind. I said, what does this mean for me? What does this mean for you? Master Manifestor, Exaltation, and separation, division and integration. They look like they're on the same beach. Ooh, my left ear is itchy. It looks like they're on the same beach. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like one hand. Person. Person. 3 significant here, obviously. But you're also a master manifester. Because in this case, this card wanted to come out. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Projections. So division and integration is what I'm getting from, like, yeah, separation, actually. And separation is in reverse. That was the name of the card. So division and integration. Maybe division and integration, something's coming through. Yeah. Also, I'm getting stability here, but at first I was like a bit dodgy, but I was like, no, it's stability. I see 444 up there. I see the treasure still is locked, so it still is safe, just in case there was any sort of form of dodgy behavior that maybe it didn't feel right. Black Moon, Lilith, and Virgo. Release perfectionism. Yeah. I think that's the biggest thing. Your spiritual gold. All these projections, perfections, they're also based off one's own perfections. Perfectionism. Wanting to perfect themselves. Wanting to perfect the scenario. Wanting to perfect, and it's like, broski. You are perfect. Look at the reflection of what you see. They are perfect. They are with you. Doesn't matter what you see. If you are at this fucking point. Release, clear, and align. Just then I saw 2929. It's the 29th of June, by the way. 3:51. Yeah. That's what's going to be called for. After having these realizations coming through maybe, dreams, whatever it is, one is going to understand that they need to release, clear, and align. That is for everyone. The perfectionism. And because of that, communication and truth will be coming through. Tell me more about this communication and truth, please. And then I get Adam in reverse, so dark, divine father of creation. It fell over release perfectionism, so it's also that sense of this, of people, or this a particular person. It is a particular person. Because what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing horns. Okay. And I'm also noticing two birds. I saw two birds in the clouds, and it was also part of a particular reading that seems to be overlapping with this. And so the communication that's coming through is that they're also realizing that they were also not perfect, that the idea of this, of becoming this, of being this is what I feel like a king, Adam, a king, debatable, but it's that vibe of maybe who they are, who they thought that they were, but they're also not perfect. So they're also seeing themselves in a way that's, in a different light, in reverse. And it's not a bad thing. It is needed. Oh, a card, 2 cards. Thank you. Wow. It's quite interesting. So here we have honor your individuality, but then we also have divine feminine awakening, Eve. How interesting how we have Adam and Eve right here. This man is seeing that this woman is eating from an apple, and he's curious. Also enticed. It feels like because she's eating this and because she's got her back turned, it's all the more enticing. That they don't want to honor their individuality.
I've heard it preached a lot of times that after the serpent deceived the woman, she leaves, she goes, she finds her husband, and she gives him the fruit. But if you look at Genesis chapter 3, it literally says she took the fruit and ate, and also gave some to her husband who was with her. She didn't leave, go find him, tell him a story, convince him. He was with her at the time. It literally says she ate it, then she gave it to her husband who was with her. And I find that so intriguing that we rarely talk about the fact that Adam was there with her at the time that the serpent had her eat the fruit.
I was feeling it. And I can't even help myself, bro. But Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn, elevated statuses in reverse. Yeah. I mean, it goes both ways. It goes for one thinking that they feel grounded, also being able to protect oneself, having these antlers here, being able to reach higher knowledge, also being able to be your own protector, that type of vibe, that energy. Blocking one's heart also. Did I mention that in a way? Or somebody blocking, and then it's like, nah, bro. Black Moon, Lilith, and Scorpio, sexual alchemy. Didn't I say that about this? Being enticed. I was feeling that. It's kind of lovely. It's kind of so like, oh my god, wow. It's really like, oh my god, wow. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Can we get a last card, please? And then we'll end the reading here. Okay. And then every time I'm like, I could get another card. But here we have 37, putrefaction, shadow release, which is really interesting. Because in a reading, oh, I did this. Yeah. So it's also this realization of, let's clarify. Yeah. Mary Magdalene, divine loyal goddess. We were talking about deaths and rebirths. We were also talking about releasing a shadow. Sorry. In the other readings, I mean, is what I was trying to say. Sorry, my phone needs to charge. Yeah. Okay. Back to it. Excuse me, 3:58. We were talking about shadow release in the other readings, about Ramona, about Harry. People thought or believed that this was not true, when in reality you were just divine loyal goddess here. You were just trying to stay loyal. Although yes, we did start with a, more of a Jezebelish energy. Yeah. You're also allowed to explore those things. You're also allowed to see different people and understand if the thing that you're actually in love with is actually the thing that you want. I would like to read Mary Magdalene, and then we're gonna end it there, because it's significant here, because the crying is significant. This shadow release that in a way also isn't, I guess it was gonna come out as not coming out. Thinking that the shadow release wasn't there, also not really fully believing in it, because this girl is crying. But she is a divine loyal goddess. This is card 19. Mary Magdalene is venerated in modern days as a biblical deity for her loyalty to Jesus and the deep spiritual understanding she had of his teachings. When this oracle card appears, loyalty and understanding from others is coming into life. Relationships are a delicate art of balance, respect, and honesty. And you are now realizing the importance of choosing the right people in your life. You are responsible for anyone or anything that is draining you. Now is the time for you to take responsibility for the people, places, and things in your life in order to make a change. Mary Magdalene is here to teach you that you must fill yourself up first before you can give. By discerning about who you give your devotion to. The Mary Magdalene Oracle card is about ending any rifts, strife, or discord you've been experiencing with others. She is reminding you that loyalty should only be given to those that you trust. In the New Testament, Mary Magdalene is known for witnessing the crucifixion and being the first to see Christ when he was resurrected from death. In the 6th century, Mary's role became shrouded in sexual sin by Pope Gregory I, who started the belief that she was a fallen woman and shamed sex worker. There is no record for this in the scriptures, And in 1969, the church admitted that they were incorrect in these beliefs about Mary Magdalene. She was yet another misjudged divine feminine deity in the Bible, like Lilith, who was used to keeping women subjugated with shame and fear. A plethora of books, films, and theories have been developed around the legend of Mary Magdalene. It's theorized that she was a powerful leader in Jesus' spiritual movement. While this is speculation, Mary Magdalene's story is one of empowering feminine leadership and unwavering loyalty. It's important to heal and practice your balance in your devotion. Your radical self-love will allow you to help and give to others. Slowly, you are doing this. What they were saying about being shrouded in a negative light, what we were talking about when we saw the Venus card, when we have the sexual alchemy here. Because in this card of Eve, this man seeing this woman being who she is, they're both naked. He's looking at her back. She's eating something. She's not really paying attention. And just like that, I was already feeling sexual alchemy, the tracing of her body. Is it really the fucking person who is supposed to be shamed? Really? Because she's naked just like everybody else. Just because hey. The reading ends here, my darlings. Whatever resonates with you resonates. Whatever doesn't resonate, well, that's alright. It's just like finding another YouTube reading or video or whatever you like that does not fit with you. That's okay. It's supposed to find the right people. Thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.